Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2 and we would like to discover the objective, roles and function of Malaysia Government Agency in supporting sustainable tourism. I am Nur Ain Fatimah binti Muhammad Napiah and my matrix number is 1007. Department of Wildlife National Park was established under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972, which consolidated all the state game departments in Peninsular Malaysia. As of 2006, the department is placed under the purview of Malaysian Ministry of Natural Resources and the Environment, and it was headed by a Director General, and that post is currently held by Dato' Abdul Kadir bin Abu Hashim. The objective of the National Parks and Wildlife Division is to establish and manage the national park, wildlife sanctuaries, nature reserve, forest park and other equivalent reserve throughout Sarawak. The second one is to provide recreational and other facilities in national parks, wildlife sanctuary, nature reserve, forest parks and other equivalent reserve. The third one, to preserve and protect the flora and fauna, especially the protected species. The fourth one is to develop an effective publicity and extension service on nature conservation. And the last one is to undertake research in the ecology, preservation and propagation of wildlife and their natural habitat.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Ibtisam, 26 DUP 19 F1002. So for today, I'm gonna talk about Rural National Park and wildlife. So the first one is about a source of sustainable energy, which is this can include the hydropower, wind energy and solar energy. So many countries are now looking at ways to use national park areas as renewable energy resource in order to reduce the use of fossil fuels and their impact on the environment. And the second one is about directly contribute to reducing the impact of human damage to the environment by storing the carbon and thus reducing the amount of carbon in the atmosphere. Approximately 50% of the carbon forest stores are within national parks and protected areas. And the third one is about parks and reserves offer physical protection to endanger the wildlife, and the last one is about conservation and research programs target particular Australian native plants, animals and ecosystem under threat.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Akila binti Shah. My committee number is 26 DUP 19F1030. I would like to continue my presentation in function of wildlife and national park. First, promoting nature conservation. The primary objective of establishing national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and nature reserve is for the protection of the state's rich and diverse flora and fauna, which are becoming increasingly threatened as a result of the opening of large areas of forest for economic development that the state hold in trust for future generations as well as for the world. Some of the rarest and most interesting species of wild plants and animals, setting aside areas of natural habitats as totally protected areas will ensure the continued survival of our natural heritage for the benefit of generations to come. Second, promoting nature and conservation education. Because of their undisturbed state, national parks and reserves are perfect areas for the study of nature. With well-developed nature conservation programs, school children will be able to appreciate the useful role of nature in our everyday life. Third, promoting forest recreation. The demand of a hectic lifestyle associated with the rapid assimilation of urban living into the social fabric of a growing numbers of Sarawakians have put pressure on the urgent need for more areas for outdoor recreation in the state. This is evident from the large number of people visiting Bako, Mulu, Similajau, Kubah, Gunung Gading, Nia and Labil Hills National Parks on weekends and public holidays. Fourth, promoting tourism. National parks and reserves play a crucial role in the successful development of tourism in the state. The state government has, through the State Tourism Task Force, identified our national parks as areas earmarked for the development of both domestic and foreign tourism. This is in line with our objective of promoting the state as a destination for adventure tourism. Our better known parks such as Bako, Mulu, Nia and Similajau National Parks will continue to be put in the forefront of the state's tourism development efforts. For lastly, advancement of scientific research. Our tropical rainforest is among the others and least disturbed in the region. For those wanting to study tropical forests in their natural state, our national parks and nature reserve offer the most appropriate avenue. Information gained by researchers will not only add to general store knowledge on tropical rainforests but also provide useful input for future management plans and conservation programs.
Assalamualaikum, and my name is Nurul Akila binti Muhammad, and my metric number is 26 DUP 19F1015. Next, we're going to Department of Marine Park. So the Department of Marine Park holds a greater responsibility, not just managing and conserving all 42 islands gazetted as marine park, but also the leading federal agency in protecting marine biodiversity and resources in Malaysia. A marine park is a type of marine protected area. An MPA is a section of the ocean where a government has placed limits on human activity. Marine parks are multiple-use MPAs, meaning they have different zones allowing different types of activities. And next is the objective of marine park. The first point is the principal goal of establishing marine parks in the country is to protect, conserve, and manage in perpetuity representative marine ecosystems, particularly coral reefs and their associated flora and fauna, so that they remain endemic for future generations. Second is to provide recreational and other facilities in national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, nature reserves, forest parks, and other equivalent reserves.
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nofarisha Arila. My metric number 26 DUP 19 F1008. Okay, 4 roles of marine park. We have 4 roles of marine park. Number 1 is marine park help to conserve marine biodiversity within the NSW marine estate, while at the same time providing for many other activities such as diving, boating, fishing, and tourism. Second, marine park provided a platform to showcase our distinctive sea life and iconic natural features. Marine park also provide opportunities for scientists, students, and educators to improve our understanding of the marine environment. Third, marine park include a variety of habitats stretching from the estuaries, beaches, and headlands for our coastlines and further out to sea. And fourth, marine parks are also declared at national and international levels in Australian and global system of marine protected areas.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Faridatun Adiba binti Crossline. My number matric is 26 DUP 19F1016. Okay, I want to present about function of marine park. Okay, number one is marine park create recreational opportunities for people and a chance to enjoy the marine environment. Number two, marine park protect culturally significant sites and maritime heritage such as historic shipwreck and artifacts. Number three, marine park play an important role in scientific research and educating students and the general public about marine conservation, marine ecology and marine park management. Number 4, marine parks support a growing marine ecotourism market like whale watching, sea lion, dolphin and dugong viewing, scuba diving, snorkeling, kayaking and glass bottom boat. Number 5, marine park help to protect assets important to commercial and recreational fisheries such as schooling site, nurturing areas, spawning and breeding grounds. Thank you.